first career start. How'd it go?
Pretty good. Got off to a rough start in the beginning, but held through and kept pushing.
How'd you sort of lock in after those first 3 batters?
Kind of just got mad at myself for walking the first guy, first of all, and then letting more guys on base. Just can't let it happen.
It looked like Steve and Cade kind of checked on you a little bit when you had that sort of rough start. What was the message there from those guys? Was it just a, hey, you got this, just those strikes? What was the message there?
Kind of just calm down, take a breath, get back in the zone. Guys can't really, or they said guys can't really hit you, so just throw strikes.
When did you find out you were going to start tonight?
Last night I got a text from Coach Johnson. Great text. Super excited.
What did the text say?
Just, hey, you're in the game tomorrow, you're starting. And I just responded, super excited, it's obviously, so.
What was the, you drive over to the stadium today, just, did you feel nervous when you were pulling into the parking lot today, or like what was the mindset?
I wouldn't say nervous, just more so excited energy. His first start in my college career, where I want to play. Been waiting 3 years for it, so it just felt really good.
It's been a long journey for you to tonight, quite frankly. So, like, how have you sort of gone through this entire process with the injury and then the second injury and all that sort of stuff?
Honestly, just trusting the coaches and the athletic training staff, just because I was obviously clueless. Once I got hurt, I didn't know how to recover it, what to do with it, but just trusting in all the coaches, just knowing that they know what to do and just letting them bring me back.
What have you gotten better at most throughout the season?
I would say mentally, not really getting caught up on errors or mistakes, just pushing through and focusing on throwing strikes.
You got in for an inning, I think it was last year. Since that point, what do you think, or how far along do you think you are from that appearance?
Pretty far. I mean, I've been working a lot on just my body from since then, and like losing weight, getting back in shape, because after surgery wasn't all what we wanted to be right when I came out of it. So just a lot of work and making my body feel better and being more athletic.
Have you changed your repertoire at all since you got here?
Not really. I was throwing a changeup freshman year, changeup splitter. It's kind of same thing now, just a little more splitter only, not as much changeup. That's about it, though.
So that's a splitter, not a sinker?
Yeah, splitter.
How'd you find that groove? Because once you got through that start, you kind of just ripped through the batters.
Kind of just didn't care what I did wrong. Just focused on throwing strikes and getting guys out, not getting caught up on 3 balls, 2 balls, just getting back in the zone.
The guys behind you, they give you a little more comfort, as good as they are offensively. How does that feel when you kind of settle in and know that those guys with the bats are going to kind of handle the rest?
I mean, they're always going to do what they need to do, so there's never a worry there. Just kind of do your job on the mound and don't let anyone worry, I guess. Just get stuff done.
Why do you think hitters have trouble with that splitter?
Just because it plays off the fastball pretty well, sinker. They kind of move the same direction, except the splitter takes off a little more. So it just kind of looks like the same pitch, but takes off a lot.
And you were mixing a couple sliders there too, right?
Yeah, slider, threw 1 curveball, wasn't great, didn't go back to it. A couple sliders, yeah.
Get any advice from guys like Gage Jump, Chase Shores, who've also gone through the injury you went through?
Of course, I mean, when Gage was here, we would talk all the time. Just, he helped me more mentally with it, and questions I had, how to get back into the flow of things. And Chase, obviously, we've been together since even before we got here, and we've been talking about things forever. So he's kind of a guy I always go to, looking for answers or when I got questions, and vice versa.
You guys played travel ball together or something?
Yeah, some high school events we were in together, known each other since probably sophomore year.
Cool.
Yeah.
What do you like about the whole pitching staff?
Everyone's great. That's what it seems. I mean, no one really has a bad mental either, so it kind of helps everyone just stay on course and not get caught up in the moment.
2 more for Jaden.
What did you see from Jacob and Cooper tonight coming in after you?
Just electric. They were ready to go. First guy when they got in there, throwing strikes, just getting the job done.
What did you have to trust again, physically, mentally? What were some of those hurdles you needed to get over once you got healthy again?
I would say just having not been throwing or doing much from when I was down, just coming back, getting my mechanics right and trusting them. Coach Yeski helped a tremendous amount with that and just helped me mentally not worry about if they're messed up, this and that. Just same thing over and over.
Thank you, Jaden.
Right?
We'll see. I might.
Obviously, we'll talk about the game, but I'm sort of curious, like, where did the thumbs up thing come from?
I think Josh or Jake did it one time when they hit a double and it kind of just stuck, and we've all just started doing it. I don't know if there's anything meaningful behind it, just kind of a fun little gesture we like to do.
Those things always seem to happen organically, right?
That I think we just kind of let them happen as the season goes on, for sure.
Does it? I don't necessarily think you guys would probably need something to bring you guys together, sort of like a rallying thing. But like when you guys are doing those things, does it bring you guys together in a way?
Yeah, absolutely. I think this team is a very close knit group of guys, and that's something that we pride ourselves on. Not just this year, but as a standard at LSU. We want to be a team every single year and compete at a high level together.
You're one of the leaders on this team, but a lot of times the team takes on the personality of one of its better players, and you're a more fun guy. Do you think the team has sort of taken that on a little bit? Just that sort of light energy?
Yeah, I mean, if they have, that's great. I think that we got a lot of guys on the team like that. Jake obviously is a pretty fun guy to be around. Josh as well. I mean, there's really not a guy on the team that I can't sit down and have a genuine conversation with. So that's awesome to see, and that's something we're going to continue to build on for this year.
You have an off game. What's like your process to get back into the flow of things?
Yeah, I mean, I texted Coach Johnson, and we went and hit this morning on the field and just kind of hit slider machine and got back to seeing the baseball and not overthinking. I think the less you think in the box, the better.
Just the slider you wanted to see more of, or?
Yeah, just getting it where I wanted it to, and putting a good swing on it. Not trying to overcomplicate things. Kind of just watch a lot of Josh Hamilton highlights, and then just kind of imitated him a little bit today.
How good does it feel to kind of center yourself and get back to where you're feeling good about yourself as you guys head on the road Friday for a pretty big weekend?
Yeah, it's great. Obviously not the weekend I wanted to have, and obviously conference play every weekend from here on out. So I want to go out there and do my best and help my team win in any way I possibly can.
Obviously, Josh Hamilton was really good, but what did he do specifically that made you want to look at his stuff?
I just saw a TikTok today of him, so I was just scrolling on my phone and saw a video, and I was like, man, it's pretty cool, so I'll do that.
Does it give you any kind of comfort that, if you have an off game, off weekend, you guys still put up 29 runs, that other people can carry the mantle for you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a very deep lineup. I mean, there's going to be 15 to 16 guys contributing every week to producing runs for us, and that's awesome and takes a lot of pressure off me, and I just get to go out there and compete.
Seems like you're swinging and missing less this year. What would you say is the catalyst for that?
Yeah, just swinging less in general. Really hunting my pitch and not missing it.
What is it that you write in the dirt before you bat?
Yeah, it's a cross in the number 3.
Why 3?
I had a childhood friend pass away of cancer growing up, and it's for him.
Okay. And where do you? Big series this weekend. You had Missouri, Texas is hot. Where are you guys at mentally, I guess, heading into?
Yeah, I think we're in a great mental state, and going into this weekend, I think we're just looking to build off of everything we've done for the first 21 games of the season, and take it one pitch at a time over there. I think I was there my freshman year with the midweek when Dugas hit that 8th inning 3-run homer. So obviously it's a great atmosphere over there, and it's a storied series between the two programs, and I'm looking forward to be a part of it.
Guys in front of you, Derek, Chris, they've been doing a great job of kind of setting the table, giving you men on base to really come up and do some damage. How good does it feel to see those guys on base whenever you get to come up and come up knowing that it's time for you to rock and roll?
Yeah, I think me and Derek talk a lot about RBIs all the time, and he wants me to get to 100 RBIs, so he's doing everything he can to get on base for me, and obviously, Stanfield's doing an outstanding job down the 9-hole. So the way that order works and flipping that order right back to me and Derek, and then obviously Derek's one of the best hitters in the country and has done a terrific job all year long. So it's really fun to hit behind him and kind of watch him do his thing.
2 more for Derek.
From your perspective, how have you seen Ethan grow as a hitter this year? He's smashing it.
Yeah, dude's massive. I don't feel small next to a lot of people, but he's definitely one that you know, I kind of look up to in a way. And he's a great hitter. He has been his whole career, and you know, things haven't always gone the way he wanted them to, but he's never complained once. He's been a great teammate, a great person, and obviously, you know, he's a great player, and you saw that tonight.
Have teams pitched to you differently when Derek's on base?
I mean, a little bit. I think anytime that there's runners in scoring position, teams tend to pitch a little bit differently. But for the most part, you know, I think I get pitched differently just in general, so it's something I'm always kind of, you know, ready for, anticipating.
Thank you.
Thanks, Jared.
Appreciate it, Jared.